everyone, welcome to my channel The Coder. Today I am going to teach you about the conditional statements. These statements they are used when we have to execute a part of our program depending on the condition that is mentioned. There are two types of conditional statements, if else and switch. If else, there are many types of if else, like if else if only if, and if else if ladder is also there. We will be discussing about if else greatly in the next video. Till the time, in this video I'm going to basically explain you what are these statements and how do they work. So coming to the first statement, that is if else statement. This statement it is used usually in either or situations. That is when we have to select any one thing, either one or either two. Then we use if else. As you all know, we have used in a grammar language also. Like if we say, if I want to go there, else I will not go there. A simple statement. Similarly, we make use of if else statement using either or situations, wherein we have to choose one thing based on the conditions. If the condition it is true, then the either part will be executed, and if it is not, then the or part will be executed. As you can see, I have taken an example which is where John wants to subtract two numbers, but he will be able to do so only if one number, I have assumed the number as A, which is greater than B, that is the other number. It is also assumed as B. You can assume both the numbers of any of the alphabets A to Z, N, else he will add them. So if A is greater than B, then only he will be able to subtract the two numbers, that is then only he will be able to do A minus B, else he will add them, that is A plus B. So the syntax of if else statement goes like this. If, here I have mentioned the condition, that is A greater than B. This is the condition that needs to be checked. This A and B numbers will be inputted by John when we will run our program, but now we are talking about the syntax. So here in the syntax, this is your condition, and if this condition becomes true, then this part will be executed. This part will only be executed if this condition is true. Else, if this condition is false, that is A is less than B, then this condition will be true, executed, that is A plus B. So this is mainly the syntax of if else. You can write any of the conditions here. It will always return a boolean value. Boolean value I have already taught you when I was teaching you data types. That boolean value, there are two types only, that is true and false. Therefore, if A is greater than B, then this condition, the condition in the bracket, it will return two values, either true or false. Either true or false. If it returns true, then this part will be executed. Otherwise, it will come to else and it will execute this part. So this was mainly what is if else statement, that is a conditional statement. I will be discussing more about it in my future videos. And now we are coming to next conditional statement, that is switch statement. Switch statement, it is also a conditional statement like if else statement, but there is a difference between if else and switch. If else, it can involve floating point values, like if we write here these conditions and A and B, they are not integer type but they are float type, then also it will work. But with switch, they will not work. It does not accept floating point values. So this statement, it is also a conditional statement only, and it makes use of cases and a keyword break. In switch statement, keyword break, it is very important, because if we miss it, then it will be called as the fall through condition. This fall through condition means that after our matching case is found, I will explain you the matching case later. If the matching case has been found, then after that, in the absence of break, it will execute all the other statements as well, that is all the other cases as well. But if break is mentioned, then it will only execute that case, the matching case, and finally it will come out. I knew about the switch statement and how the matching case is found and how it is executed through a simple example. wherein Rahul selects a number and he wants to multiply that number with 5. As we do not know what number Rahul will select, so we assume that the number that he has selected, it lies between 1 to 5. Okay, so we take a number from Rahul and he enters it and stores it in a variable named as A. A is the variable wherein Rahul stores his number. Okay, now so we do not know what is A. I mean, what value does A contain? It contains 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So we do not know. So in this case, we will make use of the switch statement. This is how we write switch. Small s is very important as Java is case sensitive. So switch, then a bracket, then case 1. Here 1 represents the number 1. Here 1 represents the number. So you can write instead of 1 anything, like you can write A, B, C, any character within single quotes. But here since we are talking about integer numbers, so we are writing here case 1. And A into 5 as he wants to multiply the number by 5, and then we have used break. That means that if A is 1, then the matching case is found, that is case 1. And then he will multiply that A into 5 and then he will break. That is, he will not execute the rest of the statements that are present here. No statements will be executed rest. And thus he will come out of the program. But if the matching case is not 1, that is A is not equal to 1, and if A is equal to 2, then it will come here, it will perform the same function, then it will break and move out of the program. Similarly with case 3, 4 and 5. But if any of the number does not matches with the following cases, that is not with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it will come to default, that is not found. Default will only be executed when the above cases they do not match with the number inputted. Otherwise default will not be executed. Default can be executed in one time more if break is missing. If the statement break is missing, then also default will be executed. Otherwise default will not be executed. Okay, so if we remove break from here as well as from here and from here. Now if our A is equal to 2, then it will A into 5. Now since there is no break, it will again execute this case also A into 5. Now it does not matter whether our case is matching with the number mentioned here or not. It doesn't matter. It will execute this also, it will execute this also, it will execute this also, and since break is missing here also, it will print this also. So this importance of break is being reflected here, and hence break is very much important in our switch. So this is how switch works and this is how if else works. This was it for today's video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, then please hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you so much.